chosen for a technical challenge. Tricky?
It's quite tricky, as our bakers found. And you've got to make it to the right consistency, you've got to get the sugar dissolved, and you've got to space them properly on the tray. Quite tricky, but fun to do. The recipe itself is immensely simple and easy to remember. So if you take 50 grams of butter,
yes.
Next is sugar, demerara sugar, and if you can spread that over the top evenly, then when we put the golden syrup on top, it won't stick to the pan. That's it.
OK.
And then the golden syrup on the top, again 50 grams.
50 grams of golden syrup.
In ounces, it's 2 ounces of all three things. Almost there. Exactly. So we then put that onto the hot plate like that, and it's very important to dissolve this very slowly, because if you don't, it will crystallise, and then it crystallises and it holds in one piece. But you've got to get rid of the grittiness, and that's just melting the sugar. So it really is on a low heat, and keep an eye on it. And when you no longer have any grittiness at the bottom, then you know that it's done.
It will take about 10 to 15 minutes to get the right consistency, which should be smooth and glossy. Take it off the heat and allow it to cool for a few minutes before adding the remaining ingredients.
So that's 50 grams of flour, if you can weigh that up. 50 grams of plain flour. That's exactly right. Then we're going to add half a teaspoonful of ginger. So that goes in like that. And just sieve in the ginger and the flour. So there it is going in. Now, if you add the flour to that when it's really, really hot, it doesn't go in smoothly. And you beat that in, and at the end we will add the lemon juice. Just half a teaspoon.
Is that purely for flavour?
It's purely for flavour, and it's traditional to add it.
Got a lovely consistency, hasn't it? A lovely shine to it as well.
Perfect. It's a good thing for sort of teenagers to make at home, because it's quite fun.
Teenagers just throw it around the house, Mary, let's be honest.
No, they wouldn't. Now, I need an ordinary teaspoon to put them out on here. So you want some non-stick parchment.
Yeah.
You don't need to grease it, and you just put 4 on here. And it's no good trying to put too many on a tray at once, because if you do, they all run into each other.
Yeah.
And you just sort of spoon them around like that.
Is there anything that can go wrong to get the mix to that stage?
If you haven't dissolved the sugar properly, you don't get a good result. And also you need to let it get cool enough before you add the flour.
Mm-hmm. How big will these grow then? You've left 4 on there. Could you have left more of a gap, or is that
They will run almost together, that's about right. Just leaving an equal space between them.
Bake the brandy snaps at 180 degrees centigrade or 160 fan.
And then really it's a matter of watching them, and they want to spread so that they have little holes in them, rather like lace.